I believe you mean home road.
No, Chris Gore wasn't drunk. I mean, come on. It's Chris. I mean, he's good.
Right-clicked.
You've been home keyed.
I hit you in the face with a keyboard.
Max Cannon, the creepy guy behind the creepy Red Meat Comics, is here to, well, you guessed it, be totally normal. Plus, we could always play World of Warcraft and gradually build up our characters, but we're attacking the show, people! Money is no object. That's right, we paid someone to do our dirty work for us. And, oh yes, it's Friday, and techno-pop cuties Pine Am are here to lull us into a state of musical bliss. Now, for a program that would love to use a Katamari ball to clean its apartment, it's Attack of the Show.
Pick up on this.
Welcome to Attack of the Show.
Yes. You know, it's the show where, you know, generally people walk off into the sunset, but here we trot off into the lens flare, apparently.
Like the lens flare just went super wide. That
it
was
happens.
awesome.
It happens.
It was cool.
It's touching.
Yes.
I believe a tear or two might have been shed amongst our audience.
I'm excited, though. I'm very happy, like nervous energy. It's good, though.
Why is that?
My family's here. My mom and my sister.
Can we see the family?
And my little niece there, Chloe. Look at little Chloe. And then
family.
look at Dan and Keith are back there. There's Dan Hewart. Say hi, Dan. What's up?
So we got the
everybody
support
came
crew
out
out here today because it is your final show.
Yeah, final show.
You've been doing this for a while, man.
I know. It's been like, what, 3.5 years now, I think.
Wow.
Yeah.
Getting old.
I know.
You're getting really
I have
old.
gray hair now. I never used to have that.
Really?
Seriously, like all of a sudden at Tech TV one day, I said,
I saw the Just for a Minute, your desk. I was like,
try,
what are you
dude.
doing?
Nice
Like, you're
try.
too young for that.
Nice try.
All right. Well, Sarah's here.
Yes, indeed.
Hi, guys.
What's going on, Sarah?
Just chilling.
Yeah?
Couch stuff. Margarita Friday.
Where are the margaritas on Friday, especially today?
I've been trying to, I tried to get that trend going. It hasn't happened yet.
You can say it. I'm like, hey, how about we get paid this week?
Margarita in my
and they're like,
mind.
nah, not a good idea. Oh, well.
Yeah.
Got anything coming up on the show today?
No, Kevin. Thanks for pointing that out.
Okay, just making sure. All right. Taking
awesome.
it easy. One thing I want to mention real quick before we get into the cool websites, threadless T-shirts,
Yes.
which I really like. They're on sale right now, $10 until June 6th.
So any
you can just
T-shirt.
go, any T-shirt on their entire site, on sale. There you go, $10 until June 6th.
I do
So
like
go.
threadless. Not as
Look
much
through
as Jinx, but I do like threadless.
No. I'm not. I would never compare the two. I'm just saying that and they're cheap. There you have it.
Very cool.
But it's not nearly as cool as
Yes, this is the world's first wood-burning turbine engine.
Wow,
You don't
man.
think that's cool?
No, you brought the A game today with the gems here.
You could power like a 747
Wait,
or
hold on.
something
Go that right here. Highlight that right there.
Right there. This thing really honks.
This thing really honks, man. It's got some power.
I don't know. It's kind of cool. You know, a turbine wood-powered engine. Look at that guy. He's stoked.
I guess it runs on wood or garbage or biomass or anything that can really combust.
Like combustible materials.
Yeah, and it's a turbine engine.
Right.
Wow.
Interesting.
Is this the websites you're surfing at home?
No.
Like,
I thought it was cool. I mean,
Very nice. Not really practical, though, is it?
No, I don't think so. I don't think you could actually use it for pretty much anything.
Well,
But,
it says it's a, here it is.
DC output.
Excellent source of warmth.
Oh, that works.
So that's good.
Nice.
All right, well, I've got one. It's not nearly as useful as a turbine engine, but something awful updated with a gallery of some of the worst superhero costumes ever. Now, some are obscure and some are more mainstream, but they're all pretty much terrible. So this is one here. The first one is the Aquarian. He's kind of like a hippie superhero, I guess. He brings peace to people. That's his job.
Are you serious?
Yeah, he's like, please don't take the woman's purse. Guy, it's not nice.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's the Aquarian for you. And
else we got?
Dr. Bong.
Dr. Bong?
If there was an evil lair I was ever going to be trapped in, I got to be honest, it's got to be Dr. Bong.
That's right.
He's like, welcome to my lair. I'm like, dude,
Look at his
nice.
little bowl on the end of his hand. That's awesome.
You got us. The couch is really comfy, Dr. Bong. Thanks.
That's cool.
Yeah, there you have it. And, here's another one. This is the mod gorilla boss. He's a large ape in a pinstripe, like, suit kind of thing there.
Nice.
So, comic book characters have come a long way, apparently.
They have. They
really
They're not quite as lame as they used to be. Now, this is something I'm really into.
All right, now we shouldn't even... You set this... if you pull it up, I'll explain what it is, I guess, real quick.
So, if you want to send this to your friends, head on over to dig.com,
right
digg.com.
It made the front page.
It made the front page. It has 50 digs right now. I'm going to click on it. It's an Internet Explorer exploit, and basically what you do is you send this link to one of your friends, okay? Now, make sure your friends have backed up and stored their data and saved their documents because it's going to crash your PC.
It's like this is like the days
what.
of WinNuke again, except it's just a website.
And it works. Remember, I said to you, it says IE only. But you were using Firefox.
I used Firefox just to try it, and my machine took a dive. Scott Michelle at plasticbugs.com, his machine shut off.
Right.
The machine actually just shut down.
It kind of like locked up.
It just gave up.
Yeah, my laptop rebooted.
So I was like, oh. But basically, it just loads a really, really, really large image.
Yes,
and that causes your machine to crash.
Right.
So.
You'll have to read about the exploit.
Let's try. You want to see it?
Yeah.
All right, here it is. So, all right, we're going to click it. We'll probably crash our machine here. Oh, it also tries to change your AOL away message
to that link. So then people click on it. Yeah.
So I've canceled the away message change, but as you can see, we're locked up right away
you can't
here.
Click on anything.
I can't click on anything, so in seconds it might close. So
it's fun. Send
it to your friends and family.
Yes.
Tell them it's the coolest thing you've ever seen, and they need to open it right away because the link is closing in a few minutes.
And they'll lock up the machine.
And we're entirely locked up now. That's great.
Look at that. Mouse doesn't even work now.
Boy, that's fun. Is Avi out here? Or
wait, whoa.
Hey, we're up.
Hypoderm.
What
is that stuff? Botox, better than Botox.
It's the answer to younger skin, Kevin.
Look at that.
That's an odd exploit.
It's free. Click here.
And it's still locked up. I can't even click on it.
Hypoderm.com. Okay.
And guess what?
Right. What?
Today is everybody's last chance to call in and ask you anything.
Anything?
Anything at all. Really, you're an open book, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
The number is 800-839-7880.
Yes, and you can email us our web form at g4tv.com/askaots, and you can chat with us in IRC chat room too. Just point your browser to chat.g4tv.com.
And actually, the first 10 callers today will receive one of these
Why do we only have one?
little T-shirts. No, we got two. We'll hold them up there.
Down to the 10.
These are some Pine Am T-shirts.
Nice.
So there you go. You can be sporting the Pine Am. The first 10 of you, all done.
Cool.
There you have it. Now, we're going to suck down a juice box right now, but when we're done, Red Meat creator Max Cannon is going to stare at us and make us feel really, really uncomfortable. His Red Meat comic strip world is populated with drunk robots, abusive milkmen, floating skulls, and oddly shaped freaks. So, of course, we want to know exactly what makes him tick so that we could be disgusted by it. Max Cannon, welcome to the show. Thanks for coming on, buddy.
Thanks for having me.
First of all, thank you for forwarding international relations with your comic. I hear it's huge all across the world.
Yeah, just bringing the world together one uncomfortable laugh at a time.
Really?
Yeah.
And now, how worldwide is your appeal? Where's your reach right now? I mean, you're huge in Finland, I hear?
Reach out. I have tentacles in many cultures. Finland. We've got France now. Italy. The Germans. They're not. They haven't quite come around yet.
They haven't quite caught the red meat craze.
But the South Americans have come around. The Canadians.
So the people, are you translating yourself, or someone else is actually translating your comics?
I wish I had such skills. But
are they regionalizing them at all? Because I mean, there's like the Milkman, for example, as a character. Does he play well in Finland or Australia or?
He's a mailman in Finland. Apparently, they don't have milkmen in Finland.
Oh, very nice, very nice. So let's talk about the look of your comic. How do you describe it? It's pretty clean, pretty simple.
Simple, iconographic, intentionally so. So it makes it easy on me.
Right.
every week.
Now, are you inking these by hand, or is this is done with computers, right? LCD.
Yeah, it's done on Adobe Illustrator on a Commodore 64.
And
Mac, I mean. Sorry.
Like, yeah,
Mac, what did I call it?
That's old school, man. Very nice. And is this? Are you a traditional artist, or are you just? You started with MS Paint and graduated.
Painting and
nice.
traditional studio arts, drawing.
And so Red Meat started. Now you've got the book. You've got several books, but it took you a few years to get this one out.
There was a little delay between the second and the third book, but it gave me a nice break. You know, I could pursue my hobbies and model building and reading and picnicking. Stuff that I like to do.
Very nice. Admirable hobbies. So tell me about the Red Meat Gold. What are people going to find when they pick up the gold edition here?
The gold edition? No, those are solid gold 24-karat laughs. This is all new, all improved. Those
are lofty promises.
This is the one to have. You might have the first, you might have the second, but this is the one
all right.
to have.
So
These are the funniest.
What are we going to find? Because now, I mean, how do you describe your humor? Because some would just say it's disgusting and it's obscene, and and that obviously works for describing this show as well. So we like it, but is that fair?
Sure, that's fair and easy. Yeah, it's laughs.
Very nice, very nice. And finally, do you have a favorite comic aside from the Red Meat, aside from yours? Is there something that inspires you as a comic? 'Cause I always like knowing what brings you happiness in the comic world.
I enjoy the Family Circus a lot.
Now, why Family Circus? That seems like an odd pick.
It is odd. It's the oddest thing in the world. It's like from another planet. So yeah, I like it because it's weird, not because it makes me laugh. Exactly.
But this is coming from the man who has the cow squirting people with his udders, and
yeah, that I understand.
You're calling the Family Circus odd.
Yes.
All right. Well, just making sure. Just wanted to clarify. Max, thanks for coming on and showing off the book.
Kevin.
We appreciate it. All right, be sure to go out and run out, actually. Here it is, right here. Red Meat Gold. Go buy it in bookstores or on Amazon. And, of course, you can visit redmeat.com for a free look at all your favorites. They're there. Now, when we come back, for those of you who missed E3 this year, we'll introduce you to its native animal, the Gnerd, and turn your level 1 World of Warcraft wimp into a level 60 powerhouse. For a price, of course. It's always a catch. Now, if you've played the popular MMORPG World of Warcraft, do they really have to say MMORPG anymore?
I don't think
do
so.
People get that?
It's too much. It's like PCMCIA.
No.
It's PC card now.
If you've ever played World of Warcraft, then you know that it could take months to get your character to the highest level in the game. And
That's
it really
why I quit.
can. Yeah, seriously.
I couldn't take it.
I played for like 2 days and was like, I'm only level 4, forget it. It's just not worth it. That is, of course, if you're an honest player and you're spending your time and really doing it yourself. However, we found a shadier shortcut to glory, Kevin.
Really?
It's out there. Now, we start off with our level 7 human mage, Amalthea. And, well, she's not on the screen right now. Right now it's a loading bar. But, oh, there she is. Hey. So, here she is, level 7. We got there the honest way. You know, we actually played the game. We did some quests, and that's it. You know,
probably took like 3 or 4 days to get there, something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's interns. I don't actually play this crap.
Oh,
so now, they're spending hours a day, and we want to go to level 25, but that's going to take forever, right?
Right.
There are some ways of doing it, however. So we're going to start off with the eBay approach. Everybody knows the eBay online auction house. Sometimes we show weird stuff. Turns out you can buy yourself a level 60 character, and then you can have the account info sent to you instantly. So let's say you want to play tomorrow and be level 60. Go on there. You can spend as much as $1,000 for
a level 60
for a level
account?
60
Are you
character.
serious?
Some of them go for $1,000. Most sell for around $300. So a typical level 50 character,
Now,
you can
who's
find it
doing
on
this?
eBay.
Who's creating these accounts? Like, is it like third world countries, little kids in the sweatshops type deal, or what are we talking?
That I don't know, you know.
Think
And
so, though,
I sleep a little bit better not knowing that. But I do know, like, let's say you've invested time in the game, right?
Right.
You play for several months, and then you realize, oh, I don't have a social life, and I haven't seen a real woman in 3 years.
You sell your character.
You sell your account, recoup some of the costs of it, and there you go. So, you know, there are some services that are just mass building up characters and selling them.
Right.
But I think other ones are guys dumping their account because they, you know, rather try real life. Believe it or not.
Really?
So that's the eBay approach. It goes from $300, $500, $1,000. There you go. The other thing we wanted to try was a pay service. Now, have you heard of these out there?
No, yeah. Well, actually, I've bought like gold and stuff like that. Off the
You
pay
really
services.
bought
Yeah,
gold?
the guys will come up to you and be like, "Hey, here's." They say, "Don't talk about the gold." Like they just come up to you and transfer the money.
What?
You've never done that before?
No. Why would you buy gold
Dude,
in a
because if
game?
you need money to play in the game, then you pay for it. You pay
You're
PayPal.
just as bad as all the other good nerds.
Dude, I'm telling you. Well, I don't play this stuff anymore, but when I did,
What'd you pay for money? What'd you need, like a level 3 obsidian sword because it matched your
It was
your
Lineage
kilt?
2. It was Lineage 2 is what I was playing at the time. And I paid like $40 PayPal. And dude, I got a ton of money though. I bought some really cool stuff.
All right. We're moving on.
Okay.
So we wanted to see if these power leveling services actually work because you never know. You're PayPaling someone money. Who knows? So we found one. It's AAA power leveling.
Okay.
And we decided to give them a try. We asked them, they have different tier services. They also do other games like EverQuest 2 and City of Heroes, etc. Now, they said they would take our level 7 mage, Amalthea, all the way to 25 in 3 days for only $100.
Oh, $101 actually.
Well, okay, there you go. I forgot tax, apparently. It's like $100. So we ordered it on Monday, and today they're almost done. We decided to log in. I think we're level 23 now.
Now, wait a second. You give them your login information.
Right.
And then they log into your account?
You give them your
that
character.
That sounds shady, though. Couldn't they just take over your account or something like
that's
that?
why we wanted to try it out and see if these guys actually deliver.
Right.
Turns out they do. We're looking at the character right now. Let me show you.
So this was done by AAA?
Yeah, this was done by those AAA guys.
The insurance guys.
Let me see. No, not the insurance guys. Let me pop up the character bio. So as you can see, this is our level 23 character here. We can look. She has items. Like we were wondering, would they strip all the items and sell them?
What did they do with all the gold they got when they?
We have all of our gold. At least we have a decent amount. 7 gold, 32 silver. So they didn't completely gut it. They're still in the process here. And if we look at our skills. Now, we just let them choose whatever skills they wanted. We said, power level the character, we don't care, just get us up there. But we could also specify skills.
Does it cost more for that?
No, it just takes a little bit longer because they're going to have to play. It does cost more, never mind. The little birdie in my ear said, you don't know what you're talking about. No, it does cost more apparently, but it's going to take a little bit longer, but you can specify the skills. We're cheap though, so we said, just do it quick and easy and get us up
This
there.
is the $100 solution then?
$100 solution, and it works. They gave us our character, we're good, they turned it all over, so.
Now, when they're playing these 24/7, I've heard about people like detecting this, like World of Warcraft saying, hey, this person is playing too much. There's no possible way this person could be doing this, and then banning the user accounts. Is that something that might happen?
Well, this is completely heads and shoulders like above anything else. It's just illegal according to their terms of service.
Oh, it is legal.
Yeah, no, it's illegal.
Oh, it is illegal.
And they say that they'll even prosecute you.
Really?
So Blizzard's like dead serious about curbing this stuff. However, these services exist. Like characters are still being sold, and the last time I checked, the way around it is they're not selling the character; they're selling the time it took to make the character. So it's like they're not selling Blizzard property, they're selling their hard work.
I see.
So I think that's like the caveat there. But yeah, chances are they will be able to detect it. Do this at your own risk. I mean, if you want to take the easy way out, you can find out how to do this and get fame and fortune in World of Warcraft. We've got links in our show notes. But again, it's risky. They will prosecute. Or at least just ban your account.
Yeah, which is probably what's going to happen.
Probably. Yeah. Sorry, whoever owns Amalthea, by the way. I think it's someone's G4 account.
You're going to all get instant messages.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Now, don't leave yet. The feed is on the way, and we know how you like that.
How do they like it?
Oh, quite a bit.
Quite a bit. And after the break, we hunt the elusive swag-hoarding beast known as the Gnerd. Hey, welcome back! And just so you know, all the fire-breathing chimps from that earlier segment have all been rounded up, so everything's cool. Don't worry about it. If you're just joining us, however, man, did you miss out. Woo! It's wild. But still on the way, we've got a free play Friday that's nowhere near as cool as fire-breathing chimps. I'm sorry. And today's Boost Mobile live band is Pine Am, and they're looking to take this country by storm, and they're starting here, folks. Now, we knew that E3 would be the epicenter of nerd activity, and that's why last week we sent our own roving anthropologist deep into the heart of the convention with the hopes of capturing the rarest of nerd species. So, ladies and gentlemen, here's an encore presentation of the Gnerd.
G4 and E3 2005 present Seduced
by Science
with your host, Talisker Fernley, GED.
I'm standing outside the E3 2005, where we are trembling with sensual excitement at the discovery of an entirely new species of Homo sapien. This is a species that could only be gestated here, in the warm, humid womb of E3. I'm coming, my elusive treasure. The only known footage of this elusive creature was done by a Scandinavian team who found one swag-starved outside of an Engage conference in Stockholm.
Behold, Gnerdus ginormicus. Non-verbal, savage and unpredictable. It exists only to gather that which is more precious to its being than air. Gratis detritus. To the layman, swag.
Valueless, really. And yet, the Gnerd cannot live without it. The hunt is on. A trap has been set with extremely rare swag.
To Gnerd, it's like eating a seed from the hand of God. And the trap is sprung.
Now it's time to fix the tracking device. Hold him steady. It'll only hurt a little bit. We have you now.
From here, we can track the Gnerd's every move. Sensual. Our tracking device has revealed this to be a nexus of Gnerd activity. Let us see what happens when two of the species interact while in the midst of their swag-gathering rituals. Sensuality. We cannot judge their cruelty. Their laws are their own, handed down by instinct. I now know the only way for me to truly study them is to get close. I must become Gnerd.
I knew from watching Animal Planet that the watering hole was nature's great meeting place. It was there that I would become Gnerd. It was then I understood the liberating freedom of Gnerd. Gnerd showed me the complexity of nothing. Nothing but the soulless, cold touch of a hollow marketing ploy.
E3 will soon be over. He'll return to hibernate in the cold subterranean recesses of some dark suburban basement. God, I love that sound.
He's awesome. I love it. Totally. That was cool. Excellent work. No actual Gnerds were injured during the course of that study, except for that one, of course. But
yes,
we've made peace with it, so you should too.
Yes.
You like the Gnerd?
I do. That was pretty funny.
Should have gone to E3.
I hadn't seen
dude.
that before. I know.
You should have gone. There's so much swag. Like it was really good stuff too.
I had a better time in Canada though. So.
All right, fine. With the A team, huh?
Yes. The
Watching
A-team.
some cartoons.
That's right.
All right, now live via satellite from a few feet to my right. It's the feed.
A Georgia high school recently had its student-run paper shut down because, the students allege, their principal took issue with the types of stories that they ran. When faced with this apparent censorship, the students took the fight to the internet. Speaking Underground, that's the blog created by the former staff of the Pebblebrook High School newspaper, says that their stories, such as one about two students balancing motherhood and classes, drew the wrath of their principal, who first ordered them to start printing stories about, quote, good things happening at Pebblebrook, and then shut down the paper altogether. Although the principal claims that budget cuts were the actual reason, the students feel that this is a blatant violation of their rights. If nothing else, the story should inspire John Hughes to start making movies again. Get Judd Nelson to play the principal. It'll be classic. As part of our continuing coverage of BitTorrent shutdowns and FBI ownage, the website Torrent Spy is having its search functionality slowly chipped away by the DMCA. The two properties that seem to be the focus, at least for now, are Star Wars, of course, but also Family Guy. Searching for Family Guy or Star Wars or even Revenge of the Sith result in the following error message. This search query has been blocked at the request of the copyright holder in compliance with the Digital Millennium Copyright Act. Of course, just typing in family or revenge brings up countless BitTorrent streams, proving that the DMCA still has a few hurdles to overcome as far as search keywords go. It's not like they can red flag words like family, right? Actually, don't answer that. We're not really sure we want to know. Other big properties like The Simpsons and Lost and 24, they don't bring up any warning messages, at least so far, but we have a sinking feeling this is only the beginning. Now, moving on, an Oregon woman, listen to this, is suing Yahoo for $3 million, claiming they failed to remove nude photographs of her after first promising to do so. Upon hearing this, 100 Cinemax actresses went, "You can do that?" Well, it seems the woman's pictures and a fake profile were maliciously posted to a Yahoo site by an ex-boyfriend much like we're now maliciously showing you photos of Kevin Pereira in drag. But seriously, the ex-boyfriend also posed as the woman in chat rooms and directed strange men to her profile. Because of these online chats, this is just awful. Men would often show up at the woman's place of employment expecting sex. The understandably upset woman sent a letter to Yahoo asking them to take the profile down. By March, it was still up, and presumably she was still getting the at-work freakogram. So Yahoo has refused to comment on the pending case. I'm uncomfortable. And finally, a heartwarming story about senior citizens and video games. And no, we're not talking about Adam Sessler. 80-year-old Doris Self, who was the world champion Q*bert player back in 1984 at the tender age of 58, wants to reclaim her title. And playing Apollo Creed to her Rocky Balboa is gaming legend Billy Mitchell, who's helping Doris train for her comeback, albeit without slow-mo montages or raw egg diets and awkward man hugs. Mitchell had Q*bert cabinet delivered to Doris's home, and the plucky lady will be eating, drinking, and sleeping tiny colored blocks until the annual gathering of classic gamers this June. I wonder how Q*bert feels about all of this, since this is the most exciting thing that's happened to a foul-mouthed redhead since Kathy Griffin was on I Love the 90s. I do love the 90s. And that's the feed. We now return you to Attack of the Show, already in progress.
Yeah. Thanks for the feed, sir. Appreciate it.
You got to explain to people, though. That was
all right. I was young, and my blog needed the traffic. We did get a lot of trackbacks for that, though.
What was it for, though?
That was for the show. We had
we had a
supermodel in the LAN party.
I can't believe
and
you
so
did
I wanted
the one
to do
like
my
spread eagle, though.
That was the best shot. The best was me covered in the electronics at the end, but they had to cut it off with the free Kevin stickers. That was hot, man. Even I enjoyed that one. I'm good looking. All right, when we come back, big sounds come in petite packages. The girls of Pine Am are here, and your money's no good here, pal. I'm sorry, Kev. Oh. It's Free Play Friday, and I'm going to be naked.
The feed is brought to you by Doritos. Don't hesitate, don't procrastinate, don't wait to be great. Visit INNW.com.
The final Kevin Rose round of phone calls.
Is it?
At least for the foreseeable future, perhaps, here on Attack of the Show. That's so, why don't you welcome them to our show?
Carter joins us on the phone from Independence, Missouri. Hey, Carter.
Hey, what's up?
What's up? How's it going?
Not much. First off, I want to say I'm a really big fan of the show.
Cool, thanks.
And it's sad to see that Kevin Rose is leaving. And my question is, do you have any advice for the audience? Any parting advice?
Oh, no.
Oh, boy.
Here we go. Get your finger on the bleep button, guys.
Parting advice. Well, I'm not gone. I'm going to be doing a lot of web content and tech content. So parting advice, sign up for my newsletter, system.org.
Oh, here it is.
I had to plug it, man.
That's cool. Chill away, Kev. Don't worry about it.
SYSTM.org. Sign up for the newsletter. But parting advice, just keep playing around with computers. And I'm going to keep bringing you more tech content.
Keep watching
keep watching Attack of the Show. No, seriously, I do love...
Yeah, no, thanks. That's cool. Don't worry about it.
I'm being dead serious. And that transition with the weird screensavers, I wasn't really a big fan of. But I do really like Attack of the Show. It's a great show, and I'll keep watching.
You're on it right now.
Yes.
In fact, there's another person on the phone waiting for you.
Whoa, let's do it. Steve from L.A. Hey, Steve.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, dude, I'm having a party after the show today?
No, I got finals to study for, but I'm a really big fan of the show.
I've got the address. Seriously, kevinrose.com. If you're in LA, come hang out with all of us. You're not going to be there. You got to fly.
I got to fly out, but it's good.
Yeah.
Buy him a shot from me.
Yeah.
Please.
What's your question?
I want to know what's Kevin's favorite band.
Favorite band. It depends on what I'm doing. It's
big. Yeah.
If I'm just chilling, I like to pin back or let's see. Postal Service is great.
Good.
Modest Mouse, Ugly Casanova.
So what if you're not with a chick? What's your favorite band? Sorry, I was just referring to...
Nice, thanks for throwing me off like that. I really appreciate that. How
welcome.
about you? You got to have a couple favorite bands. What do you like?
It's tough to pick one, man. That's impossible. I'm a music lover. I love The Dredge, though. D-R-E-D-G. I'm telling you.
Good stuff?
It's going to be the best album ever.
Nice.
It is. But enough about me. Back to you. Mark joins us on the phone from Liverpool, Nova Scotia.
Nova Scotia. Nice.
They have phones there? Mark?
You're going to get hate mail.
Hey, what's going on?
How's it going, man?
Not too bad. How are you guys tonight?
Doing great.
Doing good.
Just hanging out, doing a television show.
Just basically got a quick question. Big fan of the show, too, like everybody else said. Gonna miss you when you leave.
Oh, appreciate it.
But keep on doing what you're doing. More or less my question basically is, what do you think about the whole FBI cracking down on the torrent websites?
It sucks because I don't have many places to go now for good downloads.
Right? It's like,
you know,
you got some FTP sites apparently.
Yeah, I do indeed. I got a hookup the other day. Thank you very much. No, seriously though, I think that they're really trying to stop these things, but they're not going to be able to, especially with all this
Didn't they learn
trackerless
anything
torrents.
from Napster and Kazaa and every other network they've tried to shut down? Like, I'm kind of glad because this only means something better is going to pop up.
Right.
BitTorrent's super convenient.
Well,
One click and I'm there.
BitTorrent now. We got trackerless BitTorrent. It's going to get real interesting.
The scary part is that they're shutting guys down that have links to stuff. Like, it's just text.
Yeah, it's just text links.
They're not
Why you
really
shut them
pirating
down?
themselves. So
yeah, I don't know.
Creepy stuff.
It does suck though for those guys.
There you have it.
The prison time and all.
You're going to be missed, buddy. By the way.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate that.
There you have it. All right.
You about to shed a tear there a little bit.
A little bit. I'm going to suck it up. Hold on now. They may take away our lives, but they shall never take our Free Play Fridays.
Try to hit the camera.
I was just, man, it's all the way across the studio, though. So I need my glasses. All right. Just like great dream sequences and kick-ass parties, a good PC fighting game all comes down to how many midgets you get involved, right?
Okay.
Yeah, come on now.
Show me.
Today's Free Play Friday is an oldie, but a goodie. It's a tiny little brawler that my buddy said I had to show off on the show. It's called Little Fighter 2. They make no qualms about it. There's your character select screen. Very anime-inspired. It's developed by two guys, Marty and Starsky Wong.
Okay.
Starsky Wong, Kev.
Yes.
And these are guys, they made a little webpage to show their friends, hey, we're making a game, and they kind of show you how they make it, which is cool. But here it is, kind of Street Fighter-esque controls. You select your fighter, and you get tons of characters on screen at the same time if you want.
Okay.
You with me?
No, I'm with you.
Come on,
this
buddy.
Is interesting. Like Double Dragon, kind of?
Exactly. But there's
talking about?
magic and weapons, and there's moves. Like, you select each character. Each character has like 3 or 4 moves. You can shoot fireballs, boomerangs.
So you're just one character, right?
I'm just one guy on the screen, and it actually
there's
is.
so many guys on the screen.
It is easy to tell who you are on the screen. Like, they do a good job with that. But you can if you can play with teams.
I like the arrows.
There's AI, so you can like make a team of computer-controlled opponents to fight with you. There's objects that fall down. There's knives and pipes and baseballs and boomerang like baseballs. Who would think to bring a baseball to a fight? But it's there,
Nice.
and you can throw it.
Arrows are like Kid Icarus. Remember that?
Oh, that was a fun
great game.
So good.
Good game.
Even better, though, it's all about the multiple modes of play. Like I said, you can play by yourself. You can play, there's versus battles. Here's a tournament bracket. It'll set up tournaments for you with your buddies. You can play with up to 4 people on one machine or internet multiplayer.
Oh, that's awesome.
Which is really
That's
sweet.
hard to find in like the little indie games. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
most
hard to
people
find
skip
like
on the multiplayer.
Yeah, that's cool.
So here it is. You see we're duking it out in the ring. It looks like an NES game, but you win, and it lets you know. And
Is it completely free, or is this like a
no,
demo?
totally free.
Totally
free because
That's awesome.
no one would ever pay for this. And that's okay. It's fun because it is free, and I like it. And I support the indie thing. So for two guys, hey, it's simple, free fun for the whole dysfunctional family. So head on over to our website for a link to Little Fighter 2 and spend your weekend beating the ones you love.
Nice.
It's good.
That's fun.
Oh, more? More? They want more?
A little bit more.
Ah, they're killing me. But all right, how about the all-female trio Pine Am performing their single Get a Choco? We don't know what a choco is, but we want one. Yeah. Right?
Monday's a holiday, so the next time we see you, it'll be, you guessed it, TV Diz Day. Chris Gore straps on the Speedos and hunts for clams with Steve Zissou. And of course, it came from eBay. We'll swagger in, drunk as usual. I hear Gems of the Internet and Free Play Friday are planning an intervention. And our man in the field, Brendan Moran, hops on a flying lawnmower and cuts grass in midair, I guess. At this point, I think Brendan's making crap up. All that after we recover from Memorial Day weekend. Now, tiny, eccentric, Japanese. No, it's not another promo for Magical Shopping Arcade of Benabashi. You got me to say it again, though. You happy? No, we're talking about a certain Japanese pop trio. Welcome to the show, Pine Am. maybe. I could use some of those moves. Be sure to check out the girls' American debut, Pull the Rabbit Ears, available on Eenie Meenie Records. And for more information on Pine Am, visit them at eniemeenie.com. Now, let's put our hands together one more time for Pine Am!
All right. Admittedly, I wasn't really looking forward to this part of the show. It says it on the prompter, but I really wasn't. Because I do hate to see you go, man.
I know you do.
This is it. This is it after 4 years, 3 years.
3.5, 4
3
years.
years, 4 wardrobe changes, though.
Yes, not a whole lot of wardrobe changes.
Not a lot, but it's...
They used to make us like bring our own clothes, and I was just like, oh, wear whatever.
Really?
Wear 2 days in a row, why not?
Did you?
What's that?
No,
Yeah,
never mind.
I did.
All right, so you're leaving, but we have a little surprise for you.
What's that?
I don't know if... I hope it's a surprise, at least. We have a team of interns with really nothing better to do, right, Sarah?
Yeah.
They sit around, they play solitaire.
Dress up in costumes sometimes.
Oddly enough. So they rummaged through our tape warehouse, and they came up with an episode of a show called The Screensavers.
Yes, I remember that show.
The Screensavers. You guys save some screens?
Yeah.
From March 4th of 2002. So that's a little old there. This is the first time, apparently, you proved your geekiness to the world with a segment, right?
No.
So let's take a peek at it.
We have found out there's a service running that lets spammers, or could let spammers, bombard you with messages. Now, Kevin Rose, you all know he's usually over there in the NetCam Cineplex, but he's the guy who found this, and people probably don't know this about you, Kevin, but you're a very sophisticated computer user. You run servers at home, you play with Linux, and how did you find this hole?
Well, just playing around with a couple friends. You know, we like to take apart computers, just hack them, get into them, and playing around with Chris Krause from the IT department, good friend of mine, and just started playing around and actually started spamming some machines. Well, the first thing you have to do is you have to do a port scan to find out which machines can be hacked.
You need my IP address. You can't do it without it.
Right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a range of IP addresses and run a port scan for port 139.
Thank you, Kevin. I appreciate it. Now back to the Nook for you. Now, good job.
Wow.
That's crazy.
So what were you doing? You were teaching the world how to, use...
NetSend. Well, it was like kind of like the first dark tip. It was like how to spam people with this command. That was
great.
Yeah, but
thanks for bringing that to the
actually,
world.
Actually, Microsoft patched it in the next update, so yeah, it wasn't a big deal, but it was fun. I mean, it was crazy. I can't believe how young I looked back then. Well, I still look pretty young.
I was gonna say you look 12 now. You look like 13, 14.
I go like 19 now.
Definitely.
Yeah, but that was a lot of fun.
Good times?
Yeah,
good
good
times
times
for sure.
Great times. I mean, all those guys. The cool thing though is that we're all still really good friends. And, I was just on Call for Help with Leo in Canada. It's going to air in a couple weeks. And, we're all going to continue to work together and just put tech programming on the web and through podcasts and, however we can. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
You're going to be like the new king of all media, right?
I don't know about that.
Pretty much. Go ahead and say it. Call him out, man.
No, I'm not going to call it out now. I just want to really bring good, solid tech programming to people anywhere and everywhere, and the best way to do that is through the web because, we're not everywhere, but we're in a lot of households.
Right.
Yeah.
We'll get there.
It's going to be fun.
Very nice, man. I wish you the best of luck. I'm sure everybody out there does the same, except for that one guy in the chat room. He's a total ass.
Why is he being
I don't know, man. Can we kick him? Can we kick him from the room?
We can do it.
Speaking of chat, should we check in with it? I mean, it's the last time we'll ever have Kevin on the couch to do
Ready
this.
for some chat?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Okay, Kay Rennie wants to know what was Kevin's all-time favorite skit or opening or guest during his years on the show.
Oh, boy.
Oh, man.
Gosh.
Who's your favorite son? Come on.
It was just all the people that we've had on the show over the years have just been amazing. Like Steve Wozniak's to meet, and the inventor of DNA. Like we've had so many crazy people on the show. But skit-wise, we've just started doing skits down here. I had some fun ones with Alex, but the home road was a lot of fun too.
The home road caught on like wildfire, man.
Yeah.
You got T-shirts.
That was a good time.
All right. I think do we have time for one more?
You read it.
I don't think at this point, I think we're good to go. Kev, it was a pleasure, man.
Thank you.
It was an honor and a pleasure to get to do the show with you. We know Sarah feels the same.
Yes.
I'm sure the viewers at home love it as well. That's it. Enjoy the holiday weekend, but remember, gas grills are not playthings unless you're going to mod them and add... Never mind. Just don't even bother with it. Thanks to our guests, Max Cannon and Pine Am. Goodbye, everyone, and...
Wardrobe?
Goodbye.